Finally got my table somewhat clean. Check it out. Mostly no shit on it. And what we're going to be doing today is trying to get this drive shaft loop to work. It didn't work how I wanted it to work, because what I wanted it to do was me be able to go like this, drill some holes and bolt it in. But that's not going to work because everything on this car is custom. So what I'm going to have to do is cut these off and maybe try and reuse them and re-weld them. But what I might do is maybe, I don't know, I might just cut these all the way off and find a different way to mount this. But it's a pretty nice drive shaft loop, so I'd like to use it. And I don't know, I'm just gonna cut up a brand new, perfectly good drive shaft loop to make it work. There's not a lot of stuff on this car that is designed for safety, but I feel like we need a drive shaft loop. So I'm gonna use my favorite tool ever and cut this up. All right, there we go. Come on. That looks pretty good for eyeballing it. Pretty good, not really good. Alrighty, let's take a little look at what I got. The measure not at all and cut once technique worked pretty good here. So here's what I got. Actually this side might be a little bit better with light. Move this out of the way. So, I have those tabs that I cut off. I have it temporarily just bolted to where I will eventually drill holes through for the through bolts, and I have that same on this side. Now it might be a little bit hard to see on camera, but the left side there, the left side on the Subaru itself is actually down lower than the right side. So it's a little weird, it's not symmetrical. So let's see, let's move this up. And I do apologize for the camera angle. I'm doing my best here underneath here. And let's see if we can get it to focus a little. So my idea here was to basically, we're going to re-weld it. We're going to re-weld it on those tabs just at this particular angle. And the one bolt hole on this side is going to be a little goofy because it's right here. But we'll get a good bolt there, and on the other side is going to have two solid bolts. I have no idea if this is blurry or if my eyes are just not able to focus on the screen right now. But yeah, that is the plan. That should work really good, and we will have a drive shaft loop, which will be a lot safer than having no drive shaft loop. Okay, so here's how it turned out. Pretty good overall. My machine running on 110 or 120, whatever, doesn't really like the weld thick material very well, so I had to make multiple passes and stuff. It's not the best welds on there, but I feel like they're strong enough to do what it needs to do. But yeah, I got to get those other bolts in there at some point on either side. Probably trim that down a little bit too right there. But yeah, that's how she looks. She'll do the job. Just some quick modifications here to the Forester. Since I have this hood kind of mangled, well, kind of really mangled with the hole, I didn't know if I would need a secondary form of latching, not just the factory latch. So I'm just putting these like, I don't know. Oh boy. We need some adjusting. Just putting these, oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Putting these dilly boppers in. I need to put this side on too. But yeah, I think this hood got kind of jacked up when I cut that hole. And then I don't know if certain places will give me a hard time about the hood on this. So figured I'd add these dealies real quick. They work okay. I mean, they were directly from Amazon, so not expecting them to be 100% awesome. They'll work though. And there we go. I've got them adjusted pretty good. So that one's closing pretty right on. This one needs to come down just a little bit, but not much. This gap actually looks worse than it is. It needs to be like right there-ish, and then it's good. So yeah, it helps with the gaps, and then if I, for some reason, do need 2 forms of latching, I have it now. So there we go. Whew. I don't know how it is near you guys weather-wise, but my gosh, right now I live in Pennsylvania, and it's hot. It is like over 100 degrees outside, and it is like jungle humidity. I work in this garage that's kind of sort of like a basement. It's a converted bank barn, so the bottom of it is like basement-y, but man, when it's this hot, it doesn't even matter. It is so toasty. I wasn't sure if I was gonna do E85, but I do wanna turn up the boost a little bit, and I wanna keep the intake charges a little cooler, and I wanna feel a little safer about it. I'm actually a lot more used to tuning on E85 than I am pump gas, so I think we're gonna switch it over to E85. I've got a Walboro 450 to put in it, which should be plenty for what I'm gonna do with it for the foreseeable future. And I've got some E85 compatible fuel hose that we're gonna switch it to. And that should be pretty easy, can't talk. And that should be a pretty quick process, hopefully. And then I also have a drive shaft on the way from Precision Drive Shafts, or the one in Florida, the Precision Technologies drive shafts, I think they're called. And that should be here really soon, actually. So I have to get this, differential flange that takes, this is actually an R180, like an STI bolt pattern. And what I have to do is I have to grind these down just a little bit further towards the center, and then it fits the R160 differential, because this diameter, the hub diameter, is the same, but then the bolt spacing is just a little bit different. So this is the only conversion differential flange that I could find though, so I got to work with it. It converts it to a 1310 U-joint. So got to do that too, because that drive shaft's on the way and I would like to use it. This coming Friday, there's a test and tune at the track that's really close to me, and I would love to take it to test as long as the weather holds out. It's supposed to pour rain tomorrow, and then it's supposed to be a lot cooler the following day on Friday, which is when the test and tune is. So yeah, let's get this thing switched over to E85 real quick. Here's what I'm talking about with the flange. You can kind of see in there how the bolt hole doesn't quite line up like it's gonna hit if you put it straight through the flange. Let's see if I can get it to focus. If you put it straight through the flange, it would hit that little bit of meat that's on the differential, and it's the same way all the way around. So the one I have on the car right now, I just took a die grinder and die grind that bottom section out a little bit, and that's all it really needs. So that's what I'm gonna do to get this ready for the new, actually professionally made and balanced drive shaft. Yeah, baby. Now that's a shaft. So I ordered this Monday and it showed up Thursday. That's pretty epic. I threw the differential flange on, gave it a quick spray paint job, and we are ready to throw this thing on and see if it fits. I did throw it under the car just to kind of compare it to the distance that it has to go, and we're looking good, but we're not gonna know for sure until it's on there. So let's do it. So here it is up against the old drive shaft. This is a drive shaft I completely homemade in this garage. It was from an S10 that my buddy gave me. I cut it to length and then welded my own end onto it. I never balanced it, did everything by eyeball, but it served me well and it'll do great as a backup for sure. And then here's where I mounted the boost controller. She's all ready to go. All ready to rip for the track. Here's the setup with the turbo guard. Looks pretty sick. I'm gonna yoink this back off for now though. And gotta test spin it always. It's kind of what you gotta do with the turbo. Always gotta test spin it when it's exposed. And then let's see, I am gonna slap this filter back on it now though for the street driving, just cause, I don't know. I know it's just a freaking Amazon turbo, but rather be safe than sorry because of that. This thing actually does seem like it's doing pretty good. So there we go, street mode. All right, here we are in the staging lanes. I am super pumped to see what this thing does with the changes. I am really, really hoping we can get this thing in the 12s tonight. I'm pretty determined actually, so let's make it happen. Pretty good. It was distracting having to try to shift it. I have no idea what it just ran, but I'm sure that it not shifting to fourth thing didn't do me any favors. That was fun though. So no big deal at all. I found out why it wouldn't shift into fourth. It was just a setting that I had changed in the ECU that actually wouldn't let the car shift into fourth when I was full throttle. So that was just a stupid mistake on my part, but that's what testing is for, so all good. All right, baby, you need to shift. You need to shift into all the gears. Had to be. Damn, she was pulling hard. Well, we didn't hit 10 psi because it would have cut, because the boost cut's at 10 psi. that. Oh my God, she was pulling though. I don't know what that was, but I'm gonna wait for the slip here. That felt fast. I did.
And you don't put any numbers down.
Oh. Oh, really? Oh. Yeah, it was a 12. Yes. 1291 at 112. Yeah.
Also note the race fuel and the pump the same top tier standards as fuel used in NASCAR. From the track to your tank, you can trust Sunoco to help your vehicle perform at its peak. Here's the highest level of performance on your part.
We did it! We did it, brother!
Fuck yeah, dude.
We did it.
I saw it, I was like, no fucking shit, he did it.
I knew it had to be that. I was like, oh, it's gotta be. That felt fast.
Dude, you took the fuck off.
That motherfucker was moving. He's smoking this girl's out. I knew that had to be a 12.
How'd it feel?
Fucking good.
Yeah?
Oh yeah. I knew that had to be a 12 as soon as I did.
Dude, I was like, what the fuck? All of a sudden I see you coming up and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get my fucking video ready.
Yeah, baby. We did it. Holy shit. There's nobody over here. I'm just gonna stay here for the moment.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, that was so fun. Oh, I always do that on yours. Sorry.
Do that.
That's where my volume button is.
Yeah. Oh. No, I don't want to film. Yeah, turn the volume all the way up. Nope, we don't want to go there. We want to go in here.
I was not watching anything on that pass. I was just fucking flooring it. Woo!
You got your 12, dude.
I got my 12.
Heck yeah.
Holy
Ready?
shit! This
Yeah, it left good too.
I foot braked a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It left a lot better.
Oh yeah, it left quite a bit better.
I'm like
Oh,
fifth.
man.
I couldn't hit fifth.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We were right there.
I was there,
you were
and
right
then
on me.
it fucking. I slowed down a little bit too.
I was like, God!
Yes!
Yeah, that was good.
Man.
Oh my God, yes.
Hell yeah.
So that was a really awesome, successful track day. A lot of fun. We hit our goal with hitting 12s with the Forester. Couldn't be more happy. It only took us 2 tries at the track. It probably would have done it the first try if I wouldn't have screwed up the 4th gear thing. And yeah, couldn't be more happy. Thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you stayed all the way to the end here. Special thanks to you guys. And subscribe and like if you would like to. And I just wanted to give a special shout out to my buddy Troy and my buddy Mike. Those guys came with me to the track and both helped me out with loading the car up, changing the wheels and tires, all that crap. And you know, track stuff's just way more fun with friends there. Like, it's really fun messing with cars and it's really fun driving them fast, especially at the track. But when you have buddies there to hang out with and have fun with, it's way better. It's just way better. So definitely a special thanks to those guys for making it such a fun night. And that's about it. I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. The car's pretty much ready to go, except for some little stuff that I might film along the way. So I'm not sure what videos I'll put out between now and drag week. It'll probably be just little stuff here and there. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Again, thanks so much for watching and have a good one. See you next time.